And welcome in, Scouters Mountain students, families, community members. Thanks for tuning into the morning messages again on a sunny Wednesday. It is Wednesday, May 26, 2021, our last Wednesday in May. Can you believe that? So that means only 3 Wednesdays to go before the end of this school year. 3 to go. Thanks again for tuning in, and a special shout out to our friends at Happy Valley Elementary and Mount Scott Elementary who have joined us for distance learning these last 8 weeks or so of school. We're glad you're a part of our community, and thanks for tuning into these morning messages where we try to give you the lowdown on what's going on in the next couple of days here at Scouters Mountain. So, Mr. Long, what do we need to know today on this Wednesday? Well, as I've told you before, our Hero Squad coin drive. You may be wondering, what in the world is that? Well, that used to be called Pennies for Patients in previous years. It goes to benefit the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. We're in week number 3. This year, it is all online. In the past, we've brought in coins from home, dump them into a large bin, and then Mr. Long goes to the bank and counts them, and we donate all of those proceeds to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Well, this year, it's all online. You need to go to herosquad.org, look up our school, and then you can make your donation there. And again, it goes to students and community members who may be suffering from blood diseases or from leukemia or lymphoma. All of that benefits the American Heart Association and the Leukemia Lymphoma Society. Asian Pacific Islander Heritage Month continuing throughout May. We have some updates from students, some submissions about what they learned about our featured Pacific Islander and Asian person, and that'll be coming up a little bit later on in this episode. A couple of students did a wonderful job creating slides that they could share with everyone here on the morning messages. Supply pickups, easy for me to say, supply pickups are going on today. It is Wednesday, which means every other Wednesday we have supply pickups for our kids who are in CDL. They are from 9 to 11 today or 2 to 5. Now for us, we know that kindergarten has some, and Mrs. Turner's second grade has that. So those of you that go to Mrs. Turner's second grade or Mrs. Neal's kindergarten, you have things to pick up. The rest of you who are in CDL, yes, you do have a health magazine, but not the end of the world. If you don't show up to pick that up, we'll get it to you somehow. But those of you in kindergarten and those of you in second grade, be sure to stop by sometime today to pick those up. If you don't make it today, notify the school. We'll let you know when we can get those out to you. You can basically drop by anytime tomorrow or Friday. We'll put your supplies right outside the window here so you can just walk up and pick those up. But that's going on today. Other things, state testing going on this week. In fact, I have some other kids coming in today to do some state testing. 5th grade students who are in hybrid, meaning you come to school a couple of days a week. You're doing your science test today. Our 4th graders, they took their math test last week. And our 3rd graders, it's been 2 weeks now since they took their reading tests. But after this week, we should be all done with state testing. So congratulations to our 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders who come to school in hybrid. Now, there are a few of you who are in CDL and opted to take the test. That's why some kids are coming here today. We've made appointments with you to come in and take your tests on Wednesday. So we have a couple more coming in today. Don't forget about your PE, your music, and your counselor Google Classrooms. I've been telling you about that for a while now. You do get graded in PE and in music. So I want to make sure you get the grade you feel you deserve by participating in all the PE and music activities. Your counselor, no matter what school you're at, Mrs. Bell at our school, of course, has great things on her website. Make sure you go into her Google Classroom. Make sure you go there. And then I mentioned health, which is on a website this year. No Mrs. Whiteley this year for health and wellness. So make sure you get all of your health lessons on the health website. Not sure where that health website is? Well, you can always email Mr. Long. I'll give it to you. Make sure that you get where you need to be. There's the email address. I get a lot of emails each day from students and families, and I love them. I love to respond to them. I love hearing from each one of you. So don't be shy about sending emails to me. There's the email address right there. Let's move right along and see who's celebrating a birthday this week. We had Landon, who was celebrating a birthday yesterday, along with Presley. Presley goes to Happy Valley Elementary, but is part of our CDL classroom with Mrs. Munoz. So we're happy birthday to Presley. Today, Eric is celebrating his birthday along with Annalie. Happy birthday to both of them, celebrating birthdays today. They get a distance learning day for their birthday. Tomorrow will be Neola's birthday from Happy Valley's kindergarten. She's with us in Miss Neal's kindergarten room. So tomorrow, happy birthday, Neola from Happy Valley Elementary. Also, that means on Friday is Josie's birthday in 2nd grade. She's been telling me about it every day here at Scouters Mountain. Saturday will be Jackson's birthday. And then it looks like Monday, Memorial Day, will be Hannah's day, Hannah's birthday. And then Declan, on that first day we come back on that Tuesday, we added Declan to the list as well. He's in 3rd grade in Mrs. Munoz's class. Happy birthday to all of them. Check your mailbox. You should be getting a certificate in the mail along with a little prize from me. Nothing fancy, but something in the mail to recognize your birthday. Happy birthday to all of you, and especially those of you who are celebrating it today. Now, every Monday, I give you a challenge as we celebrate Asian and Pacific Islander Heritage Month all month long during May. So on Monday, I gave you a specific challenge to find out more about a certain person of Asian American or Pacific Islander descent. And I gave you this person on Monday. And I told you who that person was as we get a good look there. Who is this person? Why is he important? That's your job to tell me on Wednesdays as we continue to celebrate Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. There's the person again. And his name, Philip Vera Cruz. What makes Philip Vera Cruz so important? We had a couple of people turn things in. This is from Kate J in Mrs. Webkey's CDL classroom. Great job. Look at all the facts here. Now, I'm not going to read all of them here because she's got a ton of them. And it even says click for more facts. But look at all the work that Kate put into this. So he was a Filipino-American labor leader, farm worker, and leader in the Asian American movement. He helped found the Agricultural Workers Organizing Committee, which later merged with the National Farm Workers Association to become the United Farm Workers. Now, what does that mean when you form a union like that? That means that everyone who does similar jobs, they agree to work together and make sure they are treated fairly. So if someone in your group is not treated fairly, you all work together to make sure that that is corrected. That's what a union does, and Philip Vera Cruz helped start that for farm workers because, as we'll learn, some farm workers were not being treated fairly. They were not getting paid as much as they should have been. So all the farm workers, under help from Philip Vera Cruz, helped form a union to make sure that they could get the pay that they're supposed to get. And Kate Jansen gives us even more facts here. Let's see what it says here. On September 8th, 1965, at the Filipino Hall at 1457 Glenwood Street in California, the Filipino members of the union held a mass meeting to discuss and decide whether to strike or to accept the reduced wages. Now, of course, they did strike. They did not accept the smaller wages. And Vera Cruz helped form that union to make sure that everyone, no matter what job you're doing on the farm, you are paid at a reasonable wage. And he's very famous for that. So great job by Kate. And there's a picture of Philip Vera Cruz from Wikipedia, thanks to Kate Jansen. She put a lot of work into that. Super job as we continue to celebrate Asian and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. This comes from Nikhil, who gives us a similar summary and tells us about Philip Vera Cruz, who was born in the Philippines on Christmas Day, 1904. He belonged to the Agricultural Workers Organizing Committee. We talked about that. And farm worker organizations. On September 8th, 1965, the organization decided to strike against grape growers. This was the start of the Delano grape strike. The growers tried to bring in Mexican-American workers. Some of them were part of the National Farm Workers of America. Both unions would strike against the grape workers, which led them to joining to become the United Farm Workers. And that means as a union, you can work together and make sure everyone is treated fairly. So for example, the teachers here at Scouters Mountain, and no matter what school they teach at, they have a union as well. So if teachers don't feel like they're being treated fairly, maybe by a principal or maybe by someone even higher up than a principal, or don't feel like they're getting paid as much as they should be, they talk to their union and together they work together to try to solve that problem. Philip Vera Cruz was a big part of that with the grape growers and farmers of our country to make sure that they get the wages they deserve. So great job by both Nikhil and Kate on that challenge from Monday. What is our new challenge? Well, this one, not quite as serious, but I think you're going to have fun with this one. Friday, meaning this coming Friday, is National Hamburger Day. It really is. I looked it up. National Hamburger Day. Now, I want to know, if you could create the perfect burger, what would it have on it? Now, for me, I'm pretty picky when it comes to hamburgers and cheeseburgers. In fact, I just have cheese only, plain, just a cheeseburger plain. But I know some of you like some pretty creative things. Maybe you like some veggies on it. Or I know at Killer Burger down the road, they put peanut butter on a hamburger once in a while. So here's my challenge to you. By Friday, send Mr. Long a photo, a slide, or a video of your ultimate hamburger. I can't wait to see what this is. Now, for me, mine would be pretty boring. I'm just a meat and cheese and bun only guy. I'm sure you have some more creative things. Or maybe if you have a place where you like to get hamburgers, maybe you like barbecue backyard hamburgers the best, tell me about it in a photo, a slide, or a video, maybe a video of you eating your ultimate hamburger. Can't wait to see all that. Can't wait to see what you come up with. That'll be due on Friday. There's where you email your submissions, whether it's a slide or a video, whatever you might have. longc@nclac.k12.or.us. All right, let's get to our contest that we're having quite a bit of fun with each and every other day. So this one, I thought this would be a tricky one, and it turns out it wasn't so much of a tricky one. What in the world is that? When you zoom way in and look at it, anyone figure out what that was? Well, we have this from Kate, who says, was it the tip of a pen or a mechanical pencil? That's a good guess. Was it the tip of a pen or a mechanical pencil? I think a while ago we did have the tip of a ballpoint pen. Let's see. And Nikhil says, was that a picture of a key? I think you might be onto something, Nikhil. That actually was a picture of, it was a key close up. You can see those ridges right there. That was a good one. I didn't think you guys would get that. Nikhil got it, and Kate had great answers to that one. So let's continue our contest, shall we? We know who solved it. It was Nikhil and Kate. Great job. We can get more people on this one. Here we go. What is that close up? That appears to be some kind of fabric with a string on it. Think about something that has a small string on it that's made out of kind of a fabric. I wonder if you could figure out what in the world that is. Now, I'll take wrong answers. If you think that's one of Mr. Long's special diapers, you could say that. Doesn't matter to me. Whatever you want to think it is, and we take wrong answers too. Sometimes those are the most fun. But what in the world is that? Close up. Send your answers, of course, right there to longc@nclac.k12.or.us. Before we move on, I always like to get a few catch-up photos or videos, and these are actually from last year, right around Memorial Day, because remember, on Monday is Memorial Day, and on Friday, I'm going to challenge you to show me a picture of you doing something patriotic over the Memorial Day weekend. This is from last year. There's Xavier with his little kitty, and he's got his American flag out front of his house with a thumbs up. A great picture from Xavier. Can't believe how much Xavier has grown from last year to this year. That's about 1 year ago. And that's Colton on the right, who happens to be, it looks like, off on a Memorial Day trip. And out the window, you can see that big flag that's down the freeway from us as he's saluting the flag. Two great pictures. Now, that's a preview of what we're going to have for a challenge on Friday, because Memorial Day weekend, which means there won't be any morning messages on Monday of next week, because it won't be a school day. You get a 3-day weekend coming up. So have a look around. What are you going to be doing to help celebrate Memorial Day and recognize those people who made the ultimate sacrifice in fighting for our freedoms here at school, maybe lost their lives in fighting for our freedoms, not only at school, but in life as a United States citizen. Great job by Xavier and Colton. Those are from a year ago. Maybe I'll get new photos from both Xavier and Colton too. So super job on that. Let's wrap up today's show, as we always do, with our joke of the day. Now, for a while, it has been Telly Roth or Bryn Walter, and we've been alternating between the two of them, and I have a few more from each of them. But this time, Bryn's little brother Kai got in on the act. Great job by Kai to send in a joke of the day. And let's take a look at what Kai's joke of the day is. There's Kai right there, and he says, what kind of tree fits in your hand? Kai, what kind of tree would fit in my hand? A very small one. What kind of tree fits in your hand, Kai? Does anybody know? Dun, 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 dun. And Kai says, a palm tree. Get it? Palm, I get it. Very good, Kai. I'm going to smack my palms together for you. Excellent job. A great joke by Kai. If you have a joke of the day, make sure you send it in to me. You can email it, or my favorite, send a video of you telling it, or you can always send a slide like Kai did there, like Sister Bryn does, or like Telly does. Make sure you send it in. There's been more of you who have sent in videos. I need some more, or some jokes. Send them in to me right there. There's the email address. We've seen it several times during this episode. longc@nclac.k12.or.us. All right, have a wonderful day today. It is Wednesday, the last Wednesday in May. The sun is shining outside. Hopefully you get some fresh air after your morning greeting today and after completing your distance learning for the day. Have a great day. Can't wait to see what you come up with for National Hamburger Day on Friday. Be thinking about how you're going to celebrate veterans over Memorial Day weekend. And also, what's that mystery picture that looks like, I don't know, maybe an adult diaper for Mr. Long? What is that? Send me all those answers. Can't wait to hear from you by Friday. That you can send them all in either today or tomorrow or even Friday morning. Sometimes some of you send them in on Friday. Until then, we'll see you right back here on the Morning Messages on Friday.